You were making progress. You had a plan. You knew what you were writing, where you were going, and then nothing. Maybe it felt like crickets. Maybe it just felt like this pause. The writing slowed. The book felt stalled. The timeline stretched further and further than you imagine. And you wondered, did I miss it? Did I mess up? Was I wrong to start any of this? But what if the stall, what if the slowdown, it isn't a stop, but it's a sacred pause? What if this lull that you're feeling, whether it's in your writing or in the book publishing process, is God maybe redirecting the message? Maybe He's refining the message. Maybe He's refining your heart, healing what needs to be healed before the release of your book, or simply confirming that you're still called to do this, even if you have to wait. Even in the waiting, He has a purpose. God is often moving behind the scenes in what we feel like is a stall or a stillness that we're very uncomfortable with. But if we can lean in to God, we will be amazed at what He's doing in the waiting. So I'm listening to this wonderful book right now called Relaxed by Megan Marshman. And one of the things she says in the book that I absolutely love is if you have you ever, she says, have you ever tried to lean on yourself physically? Lean on yourself. Like if you're leaning on yourself, you may be leaning on your hand, you may be leaning on your legs, but when you lean on yourself, you're in a position of pausing or in a position of stillness, right? You're when you're leaning on yourself, you can't get much done in this position, right? You can't get much done in this position. Maybe you're watching TV, maybe you're watching this, but you are not actually producing fruit necessarily, right? But when you lean on God, the doors open. Different things start happening. He makes a way where there was no way. We need to be leaning on Him and not ourselves. So, welcome to Writing Wednesday. I see we have some people here. Lisa, I think you're going to like this based on the post I saw earlier about waiting. I think there's a little rhythm happening in your life on waiting because when I saw that post, I think you posted it yesterday or maybe even the day before. But I didn't see it till this morning. And when I saw it, I went back and looked at the time and I thought, oh, that's crazy that this is something that's coming up for you, right? Deb, welcome. So I feel like I am in this season of a lull. And I've been working on a book for way too long. And over the weekend, I was away at a retreat, a women's retreat. It was wonderful. We did the Create Your Victory Channel retreat, and it was an amazing experience. I'll talk more about that on next Monday, You Matter Monday. Patient is a virtue. It's actually a fruit of the spirit, right? And so the more we lean in to God, the more we're going to see that fruit in our lives. But I'll talk more about that next Monday on You Matter Monday. But today I want to talk about this lull that I'm feeling, and it's around this one particular book that I know is a big deal for the spirit world, right? I know that it's going to help so many people in their spirit, walk in the spirit. I literally believe the book can save people's lives. Because I know it saved mine. And so I know there's a lot writing on it. And over the weekend, I paused and I thought, Why am I feeling this? What is it? Is it of me, or is God calling me to take a step back and look at it from a different perspective? And so I thought, okay, let's look at the title, the subtitle. Do I need to do some reworks? Does this fully capture and embrace what I'm trying to portray in the book? And so that's what I'm going to be working on today in the writing sprint. If you're not aware, we have a writing sprint this afternoon from 12:30 to 3:30. If you're part of my community, love to have you there. Um, if you're not familiar with the writing sprint, basically we get on, we quickly share what it is we're going to be working on, then we go away for 2 hours and we do that, and then we come back and we tell what we did, right? So it's just a little accountability session. Um, but it's amazing what happens when you're held accountable like that. You can't get out of your seat because you know you have to come back and report. And it's just really an amazing experience. So if you're part of my community, I'll see you there. If you're not part of my community, you can always join at publishandtell.com. Okay. As part of this Writing Wednesday, I want to talk to you a little bit about this stall and this, because sometimes it feels very personal. We feel like maybe it's us, maybe we're not good enough, maybe we're not supposed to be doing this, maybe we're not really a writer. All these things start coming up, right? Did I misunderstand what God was calling me to do? Am I doing something wrong? Like, we start taking it personal. But here's the thing. God calls you personally to this. So when you start taking it personally, make sure you're reminding yourself of that first and foremost, that God called you to it. So whenever you start feeling this anxiety about the stall, go back to the one who called you to do it to begin with. Talk to him about it. Find out what the stall is all about, right? Because there might actually be purpose for this pause. He may be trying to prepare you for something. He may be trying to align the timing of your book's release with something. It's never about public punishment. The delay is always about when it has to do with the calling, it's about protection, redirection, alignment. He's maybe there's something hasn't happened yet that he wants you to include in the book. Maybe there's something that hasn't happened yet that's going to teach you a valuable lesson he wants you to include in the book. There's all types of different reasons why God slows us down or pauses us while we're working in a creative endeavor, right? So take time to sit in that and say, okay, what could the purpose of this be? I'm feeling this way, God. I always say, take it to him, right? I'm feeling this way. What does this mean for me? Why am I feeling this? Is it just I'm feeling insecure, or is it really that you're trying to show me something, or is it just that I'm being lazy or disobedient or whatever? Or are you truly trying to show me something here? Or are you trying to line something up for me? Right? Because God is working. He's always working behind the scenes. We may not see him, but he is there. He's guiding and directing and leading others into our path and out of our path. And um, the spirit is alive and well and on the move, right? And so when I say on the move, but living in us, but also living in other Christians around us. And that has movement to it, right? And so maybe God's just trying to refine the message. He's maybe trying to heal your heart. I shared last week, going through some things right now that I didn't think were so emotional. I thought that I had kind of, I don't know, that it didn't bother me as much as it did. Um, and I'll probably share more about that at another time. But it was very emotional, and I'm like, whoa, God's really doing the work here in this healing of an unlayering, and it's making some space for some new things and some new ideas and some new feelings of love and value and appreciation. And so maybe that's what God's doing behind the scenes. Maybe he's plucking out some of the pains that you have because he wants to make room for good stuff, right? um the quiet season may be a season for you to get quiet enough so that you can actually hear what God's doing. That's probably worth repeating, right? This quiet season, if you're in a quiet season, if you're feeling it, last week we kind of called it the summer blues, right? And if you're feeling a little bit of that, maybe it's truly because God's trying to do something. He wants you to quiet yourself enough so that you can hear him at work. Um, it also may be that he wants you to just go out and experience some things. He wants you to, it's summertime. Maybe he wants you to go out and be with your family. Maybe he wants you to go out and um, go out in the side if you don't normally do that where you live. Or maybe if you're in Texas, you go inside and you find entertainment in inside venues. Or you go outside during different times of the day than you normally would, right? You go out very early in the morning or late in the evening because that's the only time it's cool out. There's all types of different things God could be using and doing in this waiting. So ask him, what is it you're doing? Here's one thing the calling, what this waiting doesn't mean. Okay, let me catch up on some comments here. Okay, Laura's here now. Welcome, Laura. Shelly's here. Lisa, Deb. Okay. I love that you guys are here, and I bet you're waiting on the announcement for last week's challenge. Okay, so week 1 we did a challenge. It was 2 weeks ago. We did a 6-word challenge. Yvonne was the winner of that. Yvonne Boggs was the winner of that. And this week's winner is, are y'all ready? Drum roll. Drum roll is Kim Oswald. So she posted her first lines from her book. That was the challenge last week, is to post the first line from your book. And her and a few of you others did it as well. And Kim was the winner of that. So I've already actually been in touch with Kim because she wasn't going to be here today. So I got her information. So thank you, Kim, for that. And I will get your prize in the mail. So before we continue on, I will let you know that there is going to be another challenge. But I'm going to finish my talking points here, and then I will issue the other challenge. So stay tuned to the end of this video because you don't want to miss it, and know that it's a weekly challenge. So it'll be over on Tuesday. But I think you will enjoy this challenge. It's very freeing and healing, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So let's keep going here. We've got a few more points here. Okay, so one of the big things that I want you to know about this lull or this stall, if you're feeling stalled out or you're feeling just maybe a hesitancy or a resistance, I want you to know that that doesn't mean you weren't called. That doesn't mean the calling is over. It doesn't mean that sometimes it's just a matter of God saying, are you continuing to trust me? Are you continuing to trust me? Because sometimes when we feel in a lull, it's because we're trying to do it all in our own might. But sometimes God's saying, no, stop striving and start just obeying. Start sitting with me, start listening. Let's have a dialogue. Let's have a conversation. It's a good time to remind you that he's your friend, right? And you would never, if you ignored your friends as much as we ignore God, you wouldn't be friends with your friend anymore, right? And we've experienced that. Some of us, right? We've had friends that were great friends at one point in our life, and they're no longer our friend for whatever reason. Maybe they stopped calling, you stopped calling, you kind of drifted apart, whatever. Well, we don't want to do that with God. We don't want to drift from him. And so he's not leaving, right? He's always here. If you are a born again believer, you know that he lives in your heart. His spirit dwells within you. Christ is in you. He's not leaving you. It's us that's pulling away. It's us that's ignoring the fact that we have such great power living in us. We're the ones pulling away. We're the ones ignoring the friend that we have so close at hand. So know that he's still right there. He's still calling, right? He's still saying, I love you. I'm here for you. Let's do this together. Let's walk together. Let's talk about this. He's right there. We're the ones that are going, yeah, I got it. I got this, God. I got it figured out. I heard you and I will do it. Can anybody relate? If you can relate, type the word relate in the comments. Okay. I talked a little bit about the leaning in. It's very important that instead of pushing through all the time and trying to do it in our own might, that we really lean in. And I hope that before every writing session you have, you're like, okay, God, show up, speak through me. Let's do this together. Like, make every session a session with Him. Lean into Him. And even in the stillness, even if you're not in a writing session and you're just feeling you're in the still lull or stall, just say, okay, God, you know what? I'm feeling this. And right now I'm feeling that you're calling me to a place of rest, or you're calling me to listen, or you're calling me to do something else around my house or in my business or with my family so that I can rest, actively rest, right? Rest in a different way. Because stillness doesn't always mean stopping. Stillness doesn't always mean um, that we are that nothing is happening, right? There's still more happening behind the scenes. There's still more that's going to happen. We're not finished yet, right? He hasn't come back yet for us. We're not finished yet. So the stillness sometimes means actively resting in other ways. And so lean in and ask him, do you truly want me to sit still right now and just meditate on your word? Just sit and listen. What does this leaning into stillness look like for me in this moment, God? Ask him, see what he says. Okay, y'all ready for the writing challenge? If you're ready, type ready. Are you ready for the writing challenge? Okay, let's see. We've got Shelly says she can relate. Lisa says let's see. Hold on. Lisa says, I'm sorry I was sick with a non-contagious viral infection. Felt like COVID minus the fever and nausea still hanging on. Oh gosh. It might actually be COVID, Lisa. That is a thing. It's still going around. I had it when I was sick a couple weeks ago, and it seems like it takes forever to get over it. I'm still dealing with sinus stuff over it, but I am definitely over the hard part. So I'm so sorry you're sick. Please rest and get better. Don't try to push through. Take the time to rest. Okay, so Lisa says she can relate. Lars says, I'm getting back to meditating where I'm centering God. Yes. Oh, so important. So important to rest in Him and meditate on His word, meditate in Him, centering your time on Him. Okay, so Shelly says she can relate. Thanks for praying for Lisa. Shelly says she's ready. Lisa says she's ready. Lisa says she tested negative. Well, I'm glad you tested negative. Take some time to rest and really get true rest, right? Let our mind rest and give yourself permission, because I know you're a little like me, Lisa. I happen to know you pretty well after 17 years of being friends. I know that sometimes you can say you're going to rest, but then your mind doesn't rest, right? The whole time you're sitting there trying to rest your body, you're thinking of all the things that you should be doing other than just saying, you know what? So this is what I like to do in that moment. I like to rest and I like to pray for the cells in my body to be kind to each other. Like, I'm literally praying for every cell to work together for your good, Lord. I'm praying for, and I pray this over Lisa right now, Lord, that every cell in her body would work together for your glory, Lord, that she would heal, that her cells are working better to heal her body, working together to heal her body. All of those things, Lord, that's what we are praying in that moment, instead of our mind racing on, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I'm so behind. My book is going to be later. My da, 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 right? Stop, pray, rest, rest. And sometimes I literally just have to pray, Jesus, I'm resting in you. Jesus, I'm laying my head on your feet right now. Like, I am resting in you. Like, I have to visually get there to actually feel that rest. So if that's what it takes, get some rest. Okay. Ready for the challenge? This is the challenge for this week. I want you to make a post. I don't care what kind of post it is or where you post it at, but you need to put the hashtag Writing Wednesday, and you need to tag me at Publish and Tell. So make sure you're following me so that you can tag me easily. I want you to type, while I wait, and then whatever that means for you. So you can, and this is again, a number of entries type of thing. So you can do as many as you want over the next 7 days. You can do 2 a day. You can do however many you want, and each one will be an entry as long as it's hashtagged right, so I can find them. And then just reflect on what is happening while you wait. So today it might be for Lisa, while I wait, I am truly resting. Laura's maybe, while I wait, I am meditating with God in the center of everything I'm doing. So you can just type out while I wait and then what it is. So as many entries as you would like. Don't go crazy because your social, this is, your socials, right? So you want, I wouldn't say probably more than 2 a day, maybe 3 a day. It'll, if you post probably 3 a day, it'll start a conversation because people are going, well, what are you waiting on? What's happening? Like, people will start commenting. So don't go too crazy because you don't want people to be like tuning out because they're like constantly seeing this while I wait post. But I want you to post while I wait and then put it. And maybe you don't feel like you're in a season of waiting right now. Good for you. So you could still type in what you did when you were in a season of waiting, right? Because we've all either been in one or we're headed into one, or we're in one now. And so type in while I wait, I worship. While I wait, what do you do while you wait? While I wait in the grocery store, I check my socials. While I wait at the doctor, I pray. While I wait, whatever it is. So that's your challenge. While I wait. And again, as many entries as you want to enter, just make sure you hashtag them right, and I'll get you entered. And I've got a great little prize package for you, writer-ish, so you'll enjoy some goodies. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. If you're going to be part of the writing sprint this afternoon, please head over to our Facebook group and let me know so I can know who to expect, because I may, depending on what's been going on, I may go right from somewhere else. So y'all let me know if you'll be attending that or not. And if you can't attend but still going to hold accountable, just let me know over there in the group, okay? What you're going to be doing. So Deb says her chat hasn't been working the entire time. Well, we're glad you're still here, Deb, and that you've been listening. And hopefully you'll be taking this challenge. So while you wait, so just the prompt post is while I wait, and you fill in the blank. And again, as many as you want to do in the next week. And I will draw a random winner from all the entries. So just hashtag Writing Wednesday and at Publish and Tell, and you'll be all set. All right. I pray that you, while you wait, you lean in, you listen, and you do the last thing that he called you to do. Sometimes that's for me. I can get ahead of myself and I'm always looking to the next thing and the next thing. I have to remind myself, what's the last thing that he told me to do? I just need to stay there while I'm waiting. So if that's you, stay where he called you last. And oh, look, I have last week's banner up. We need to change that to a different banner, don't we? Because this week's banner is the winner, Kim Oswald, and she's aware. So that's good. There we go. That's this week's winner. I didn't even realize that banner was up the whole time. All right, what else is going on? Let's see. The retreats are over for the summer. Next retreat will be the beach retreat. Make sure you get signed up for that if you're interested. It's in Port Aransas, Texas. It's going to be the weekend of September 27th, something like that. You can find out the details here at publishandtell.com/beach2025. And it is a event for women writers. So make sure that women Christian writers, if you're a Christian women writer, if that's you and you want to attend, make sure you check out those details and get your rooming squared away right away so that it doesn't book up. If you want to get a writer's retreat box, it's not too late to get some bonuses. You'll get this print. And until supplies last, it's for the first people who do it. And then you'll get one of these 2 bags. So make sure that if that's you and you want to do a writer's retreat box, that you grab that over at writersretreatbox.com. And then lastly, if you are not part of my coaching community and you want to be, and you want to move forward with your book, coaching on writing it, publishing it, marketing it, releasing it, whatever you are doing, that's at publishandtell.com/membership. So you can check that out there. And for those of you who are part of that, who are on here, thank you. For those of you who are Retreat Box subscribers, thank you. I hope you loved your last box, and I look forward to sharing the next one with you, of course. That's all I have for today. Until next week, y'all take care. And my community, I'll see you today at 12:30. And then this week, Friday is Tech Talk. So I'll see you Friday at noon for Tech Talk. If you're going to be on that or have questions, see you over in the Facebook community group to discuss it. Okay? Till next time, everyone, take care. Thanks for being here.